What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Four Plot Podcast. This is episode 7, I believe. I'm going to stop counting. I'm just going to stop counting episodes.
The number of completion.
The number of completion. 7. This will be the last Four Plot Podcast that we have. It is completed.
It's been a good run.
It's been a good run. So sitting here today, I am Will Jackson, along with...
Hey, this is Trevor.
And
this is Mike Williams.
So we're all hanging out today. I'm just going to be honest. Forgive the little echo that you may hear in the sound. We had to move.
We're in a jail cell.
We're in a jail. we got arrested over the weekend.
Very loose rules for contraband in this jail.
I know, really strange. And they gave us, hey, one phone call or we could do this, and we're like, well, we're definitely doing the podcast because
that's how much we love our loyal following.
Our loyal 26 subscribers.
A loyal follower.
Shout out Eric Skadar, man.
Thanks, Eric, for listening to all these. Anyway, so we're in my kitchen today because the kitchen of my physical home, because our studio, I forgot my computer and my and my soundboard and microphones at the house today. So I said, hey, guys, why don't you just come to the house and do the podcast? Hanging out today. Let's go around the horn and figure out, man, what have you been doing this week? I do want to start this week and go, I don't know what I'm doing, what I've been playing, and what I've been. It's really been a really busy week for me. But it's been a busy.
I know what you're gonna say.
It's been a busy week, but I tell you what, I am going to be doing immediately after this podcast is over. Is playing Overwatch.
Overwatch.
That's not even.
Is that it? Is that what?
I don't think that's even the theme song
it just
whatsoever.
Happened. It just came over me.
It came up organically,
gosh.
man.
I can't wait to play Overwatch. I have early meetings tomorrow at work, and I am just really sad because I just want to play Overwatch all night.
Doesn't
long.
it start in 12 minutes at 7
p.m.? It
does
start in 12 minutes. So
quick podcast.
That's it for the podcast, guys. We'll see you guys later. No, so it starts in 12 minutes and 7 o'clock Eastern time. Should be a good night. So that's what I'm going to be doing. What have you guys been playing this week besides The Witcher?
I was going to say other than The Witcher 3.
That's actually going to be my answer, too, because that's what I've been playing.
I saw you playing last night.
I started playing it again, man. I actually watched the Ant-Man. I know it's been out for like 2 years.
What did you think?
I actually liked it. Richard told me he didn't like it very much.
I didn't like it very much. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, I love Paul Rudd, but I had just gotten off the binge of watching. I'd watched Winter Soldier. I had watched Thor. Hey, that'd be a phone call. That's my dad calling me. I know exactly what he wants. He wants his Jimmy Buffett tickets that I have not mailed yet.
Hey guys, this is real raw.
This is real raw podcast today. I may just leave that in there. If you're hearing this, I left that in there. I was going to edit it out, but I didn't.
There you go.
So let's start again. Let's
shout out Jimmy Buffett.
How do you feel about Jimmy Buffett? That's what I think we were talking about.
That's what we were talking about today. No. So I am. I saw you playing The Witcher. What were you even talking about? I've totally lost track of Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
That was smooth, man. Seamless.
Nice segue, man.
Seamless. I'm fired. Anyway, man.
Marvel.
Dad, stop calling me Dad.
Marvel, like binge watching. You were talking about.
Yeah, Marvel binge watching. I just seen Thor 2. I just seen Captain America: Winter Soldier. I just watched Avengers 2, and then I watched Ant-Man right before Avengers 2, and I was like, I wasn't a big fan.
I enjoyed it because it was different. I thought it was much funnier in some ways. It was Paul Rudd at his Paul Ruddiest.
Yes,
like in the beginning,
Paul Ruddiest.
In the beginning, he starts super dry. It's like super serious, and then he reverts back to Paul Rudd, where it's just like, did I ruin the moment? Yeah, I'm gonna go make tea. Exactly. And I liked that it was different. It was like a heist movie as opposed to just the same old kind of
Now,
formula.
I tell you, I did like Paul Rudd. You haven't seen it yet, I don't think, but I really did like Paul Rudd in Captain America: Civil War. Have either one of you seen that yet?
No.
Oh,
I have seen,
dude.
I've seen about all you can see from what the internet has provided. I've seen a bunch of extended scenes and stuff. But I haven't seen the whole movie.
Good.
I've watched the entirety of the big fight scene towards the end of the movie.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I've seen nothing.
What are you doing?
Because I'm not a Marvel movie fan, and I just wanted to see
good movie.
I just wanted to see the payoff, and I saw it, and it was amazing. So I'm going to watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, I'm a
was
little upset
cool.
with you. I mean, that's like Red Wedding shenanigans.
That is definitely not Red Wedding.
Will's
caliber.
against people watching the end of shows or movies and ruining it for themselves. Man.
Like what did I watch the end of?
The Walking Dead, right?
The Walking Dead. I watched the end of The Walking Dead.
Just know that I'm taking so much pleasure in the fact that this bothers you.
It does. It does. It's such a good movie.
I just watched the season finale of Game of Thrones. That's the only episode I watched. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just to annoy people. Man.
Love it. That doesn't make any sense to a lot of people sometimes. Game of Thrones. What? Wait, no. Which we have to watch that because we haven't watched Game of Thrones, and obviously there's some big spoiler
right afterwards
that our friends are trying to spoil us on constantly on what happens. So I don't know what hold the door means yet.
Text after text.
I will know. Yeah, after text, after text. So what? Anything else besides The Witcher? He said Ant-Man. Anything else you've been doing?
Bachelorette premieres tonight. Excited to watch that when I get back home.
God,
all I can say is, finally.
Dude, oh my God!
At this point, I've been waiting so long for this one.
But here's the deal: Mike's joking. Trevor is not. There's not one iota of Trevor.
JoJo was one of my favorites from the last season of The Bachelor, dude.
I can't tell if he's like. Is he serious?
He's definitely serious. They watch it together.
Not just
he and his wife watch it
the
together.
wife wants to watch it. So
this podcast just went from 4-Plot to The View really quickly. I don't understand how that happened. So anyway, off of The Bachelorette. First topic for today. Summer blockbusters just around the corner. Summer movies, of course, always a big thing. We all love going to the theater. Well, some of us like going to the theater.
Two of us do.
I love the theater.
Love the theater. Got a lot of big movies coming out to critical acclaim and just critical people being critical. I couldn't find the word there.
Side note, by the way, since there's only two of us that like going to the movies, what is your favorite, like, just nostalgic movie sense? Like, when you get to a movie, like, what is that thing that you just love about being at the movies?
You know what, man? I really do. I mean, I'm going to
smell of popcorn.
I'm going to give two here. The popcorn smells great, and that's always wonderful. But there's two things for me. One, like the red velvety chairs that you know what I'm saying. I think just that smell of that theater that's like just freshly swept by some
maybe a couple M&Ms, a couple stray M&Ms on the floor.
But I love just having that massive Coke that you just paid $8 for, just sitting right beside you, and you're like, man, I'm gonna be sipping on this during the whole movie, and then I'm gonna have to pee in the best part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It's like
and I'm gonna hold it.
And I'm gonna hold it because I'm not going to the bathroom. Man.
Absolutely not.
No, so
I love that. Walking and seeing all those posters everywhere, just getting hyped for new movies coming out.
Gosh,
the trailers
so
before the movie begins.
The big cardboard cutouts now that everywhere. Oh man, it's so great. And then when you pass that poster that you actually did not know this movie was coming out, and you're like, what?
Oh, that's the best.
There's a Vin Diesel movie where he's a witch hunter, and I've still not seen that movie, although it looks kind of cool.
In this day and age when movies are getting leaked like 3 years before they premiere, and I'm still finding out about movies at the movies.
Yeah, so that's the best part.
Anyway.
But summer blockbusters just around the corner. There's some movies on this list. There are two movies on this list that we have here. Just the little topics we can talk about that I'm not excited about either one of them. But they are considered summer blockbusters. We have things like Transformers 5 has been announced. We have Ghostbusters. The second trailer has been released. And then we have X-Men Apocalypse, which I just watched Days of Future Past on my trip to California last week.
How'd you like it?
Oh, dude, I liked it a lot. Like I thought Days of Future Past was awesome. I thought it was very cool.
Fassbender's great as Magneto.
Oh man, he's just great. So let's start with that one. X-Men Apocalypse comes out this week. All right, it comes out this week. X-Men films range of emotions with everybody with X-Men. Mike's shaking his head over here.
I really don't like the X-Men movies.
Really? I enjoyed any of them.
I liked First Class. That was probably my favorite, and I liked the X-Men Origins with Wolverine. Somewhat.
Really?
The thing is about the first three, and I have not seen Days of Future Past, and I've heard it was pretty good.
It's good.
The first three, it was like they were trying to figure out how to get that many characters into a movie, and it just, to me, was so... Like, I don't have any deep love of X-Men. It's not like, oh my gosh, there's Magneto or there's Cyclops or something like that.
Right.
Judging it as a movie, I thought they were kind of boring. Not a lot of character development.
Yeah. I will tell you that Days of Future Past, for me, did you see it?
Days of Future Past, yes, I have. I have not,
Okay.
I haven't seen the Origins movie.
Okay, so really, I'm going
or First Class, actually.
You haven't seen First Class?
I have
Okay,
not.
so I would consider First Class and Days of Future Past a reboot of the entire series. I think that's kind of the way they're going. End of Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past includes current X-Men because the whole thing is they send Wolverine back in time,
right?
Because Hugh Jackman is the pillar of that entire,
he really
that entire franchise. Every movie is like, hey, how can we put Wolverine in this?
You know what? Let's give him his own movie.
Yeah, let's give him like two of his own movies.
Three.
Like,
there's another one coming out too.
Ridiculous. You're like, there's Wolverine Origins and there's like the Wolverine, right? They're one of those I haven't seen.
I probably will never watch that that movie simply because Gambit was always my favorite X-Men growing up,
Right.
and I heard that they did his character just in a horrible way.
That would be X-Men Origins Wolverine,
Yes.
not the
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah, the
Because-
Wolverine, he goes to an Eastern Asian country. I think it's Japan, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think
if
it
it's
is Japan,
specified.
yeah.
I didn't
That's the
really
one where
see
he
it,
has
but-
the bone claws.
Yeah,
right?
they take out his adamantium, I think.
Yeah. Or maybe it's before he gets
And they're
there.
making another one. So
Yeah.
they do have one more, I think, Wolverine-centered movie coming
Right.
out, which is a thing.
beating a
which,
dead horse,
which,
maybe.
which is a thing, yeah.
I mean-
but I will tell you that that the Wolverine Origins movie, it got the most hate because of the way it did Deadpool. The way because
Yes.
Deadpool was
Still
in-
Ryan Reynolds.
still
Yeah,
Ryan
which is
Reynolds,
great.
and just botched that character horribly. Like just as they took away his mouth. He couldn't. They sewed his mouth up, and he used Deadpool. You know, it's anyway. But
Don't they make fun of it in the new Deadpool?
I think they do, yeah. X-Men Apocalypse, all right, it's coming out this Friday. I am actually, it's getting mixed reviews right now. If you look Metacritic, it's kind of a mixed vibe here. But Oscar Isaac is playing Apocalypse, and Oscar Isaac, if you know who that is Poe Dameron. So if you've seen the previews, you're like, oh wow, so Poe Dameron is
I did
Wow.
not put two and two
Apocalypse.
together.
I would never have thought that.
Yeah. Poe Dameron is Apocalypse. You have oh my gosh, what Sophie Turner is of course Sansa Stark. She is in the movie
Yes,
as I
indeed.
believe Jean
Jean
Grey.
Grey.
Is that it? Yeah. And so
A young Jean Grey?
Yeah,
In
so
an
that's-
alternate timeline, I guess?
yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
the deal
a
is.
different one.
But you got to remember they're young. So
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got Xavier and Magneto, and they're young, and yeah. So I'm actually pretty excited to see the movie.
One,
yeah.
one thing that's kind of weird about that movie, I feel like, is they have Jennifer Lawrence, who's playing Mystique, as like the leader of the Resistance. She's
Right.
not really super believable as this like awesome leader of the Resistance type of
Right.
person. I like
But
her,
I will say you have to see Days of Future Past. Days
That's
of,
true.
Days
Yeah,
of
I
Future
can't really
Past.
judge without that
Yeah,
one.
well, I would agree with you. I thought the same thing. I was like, why is Mystique or Raven? Why is she in the? This doesn't make any sense. But Days of Future Past, like I said, is kind of a reboot. Like they
Right.
they actually go back. Spoiler alert here, sort of.
They had to use the time travel mechanic to
they
fix
did.
the
Yeah,
franchise.
because she was supposed to kill somebody, and they go back and try to stop her from killing that person to make her good. And so I think that's kind of one of the little reboot
I
things.
will
they've
say
done.
this, probably the thing that makes me want to see the new X-Men the least is Jennifer Lawrence's dialogue in the trailers.
Oh, yeah.
It
Some
is
Some of us can't control our powers. Then don't. It's war.
yeah, like
You're like,
it's
oh, God.
it
channeling
is
some hardcore Hunger Games.
But
there.
listen,
yeah,
if
like
we're gonna-
literally,
if we're gonna-
honestly, and let's be real. Like I honestly Jennifer Lawrence in Hunger. Like I loved the Hunger Games movies, and I actually
never seen one of them.
Oh, they're fantastic. I mean,
Never
they,
seen
they are
one.
they're spectacular. I really, really do like them. And people were trying to lump it together with Twilight. Twilight's absolute garbage.
Right.
I actually gave Twilight a try. It's absolute garbage. Hunger Games is actually very, very good. I love Jennifer Lawrence in there. I actually thought she did a great job playing the character. This, like you said, she's just. It's really cheesy, not believable. Like her, they give her all the dialogues pretty much
and
in
she's
the
not
new
really
trailer,
intimidating.
and
Like,
it's awful.
Her as a person,
Right.
Yeah.
playing somebody who's supposed to be kind of intimidating. I mean, just to me, you
And
never
on,
know.
And on the other side, I will say the one thing that I actually really do love about all the X-Men movies, from X-Men 1 to this new one that's getting ready to come out, is the casting.
Yeah.
Ian
Yeah, I agree.
McKellen as Magneto and Patrick Stewart as
Yeah,
Professor X.
Those were really good
you
casting
can't
choices.
beat those two
It's
guys as you know.
I've heard that there's some scenes where Apocalypse is fighting with Professor X, like in his mind. They're supposed
yeah.
to be really cool.
Yeah.
But
That sounds awesome.
like it's supposed to be kind of just an interesting.
So
take on it.
I'm eager to see it. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a try. I'll probably go see it. Maybe even if there's a Thursday night show and I'm
Little
swing in
matinee.
and go see it, something like that, or
Little
even
mat-
Friday matinee.
Yeah, do a little Friday.
Hey, maybe Friday if you're free, we'll go do a matinee of X-Men. Okay, I'm gonna save my favorite for last. Let's go to Transformers. Transformers 5 just announced.
You hear the
Transformers 5.
disdain
It's,
in my
what
voice.
is it? The last of the night last
I
or
cares,
something?
man?
I don't
Who
know.
cares?
The end of the last
yeah,
of the
nobody
days of
cares,
Future Past.
dude.
This is only in here because Richard texts us about it.
Right, that just
This
yeah.
is me.
Richard's not here. He blew a tire on the way over here.
We
so,
love you.
yeah,
We love you, Richard.
We love you, Rich.
That first movie was really cool. I liked the first Transformers
loved it
movie.
too.
Yeah, dude.
It was a great.
Yeah.
It was cool to see. I don't know if it was the first, but it was the first big kids franchise.
It really
that
was, yeah.
Got that like multi.
I feel like you're right.
Treatment. They had superhero movies before that, but it didn't have this. Oh my gosh, amazing!
I was okay with the second one.
I was too. I liked.
pretty
I
good,
loved
yeah.
the first two.
I was
Actually,
good.
Shia LaBeouf was awesome in
Yeah.
both of those movies. He had some great stuff.
3 Shia LaBeouf you could tell was done. You're
Yes.
like, he's done with this.
And they've replaced Megan Fox with like just enter supermodel
some
here.
other
Right,
attractive
exactly.
woman.
4 was the one with the dinosaurs, which
With Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, which I never even
couldn't.
bothered to watch.
No.
I couldn't make myself do
Now,
that.
now
Sounded
I
awful.
don't hate Mark Wahlberg. I just go, man, it just got weird.
Absolutely.
And my roommate just came in. So, hey, we're doing a podcast. So,
Welcome.
hey, welcome. Come on in. No, you're fine. We've already had phone calls and everything, man. We just been honest. It's a very raw thing today.
Arby's.
So, dude, Arby's, yes. My roommate just came in with Arby's, and we all got really hungry.
Yummy.
So, moving on. So you've got Mark Wahlberg. It's not that I didn't want to see it because of Mark Wahlberg. I just didn't want to see it because I lost interest. Like,
What
now,
else can they do?
What are we doing?
They're
And
giant
now,
robots to destroy everything.
right?
But this time, there's
Yeah,
badder robots and bigger
Every time
robots.
it's like,
Autobots.
Megatron comes back. Give me the Allspark. And you're like, it's
Autobots, Megatron's back from
yeah,
the dead again.
yeah. God, anyway, so so you got that one, Transformers.
This
5.
new movie is the last one, and it's actually called Transformers: Return of Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that's it. Return of Shia LaBeouf. So,
I would watch that.
right?
Yeah.
No, I would see it. Okay, last one.
Ouch.
Oh, ouch, man. Now, before we sound anti-women or anti-whatever, just know that Ghostbusters is going to be terrible. All right, go.
How do I say this?
I mean, I am on the Ghostbusters hate train only because you took a movie that was a classic, that was revered, iconic, and not only that, it was smart, funny. You got
If
Bill
this
Murray.
is a thing, it's a movie's movie.
Right, now here's the difference. I made a comment the other day. I was like, hey, this is an SNL movie. And everybody's like, oh, the first one was also an SNL movie. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, but those guys were funny.
They're funny, and it was a smart funny. Like Peter Venkman, who's Bill Murray.
Yes.
His sarcasm made the whole thing, right? I mean, it was so
Definitely.
great. Dan Aykroyd's like, lovable, like, oh, I'm just the normal lovable guy, and in their relationship, and then you got Ernie, who
You kind of grew up watching it.
yeah, okay.
You know?
There's nothing about the trailers
I would
of the
not
new
take
ones
my
beside the new dubstep
8-year-old
remix
to see this.
of the theme song,
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is
And the new special effects.
which is really cool. Yeah, and it looks great. But I just
And don't get me wrong, I loved Kristen Wiig in Bridesmaids, but she
I was
doesn't.
going to say, I like Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I like it's
I love Bridesmaids.
pretty much the same cast with a couple of people
Right.
interchanged, but
I love Bridesmaids.
man, this is a weird movie to pick to remake and to be so specific about it being all women. Sorry, whatever, that's fine. But it is the SNL cast. It's the same cast that has done a movie or two before, and then
Right.
just ported them to this. Like,
Right.
pick a franchise that is not loved
So beloved, yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like if they remade Ocean's 11 with just women for no reason.
Because they are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
No.
Is this a
Yeah, dude.
trend?
No.
Like, I don't.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
This cannot be.
No, it is. Yeah, because Jeff told me the other night. I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Jeff, shout out to Good Brother One. Jeff told me the other night. He goes, "Yeah, they're doing it." I said, "No, you're lying, man. Looked it up. It's not like
No
I don't
way.
I don't think it. Maybe it is
It's like
solid.
Chastain,
but
Alba.
It's
and
Sandra
like
Bullock. Sandra
oh,
Bullock
gosh.
leads it up, and Jennifer Lawrence is talks rumored to be in it too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Weird choice. Like,
so
Yeah,
interesting.
that to me, that movie is a bigger crime to me than Ghostbusters, because
Oh,
Ocean's
absolutely.
11 is just, man, it's the Rat
Yeah.
Pack. Like
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
it's that I don't know, man.
well,
It
it's
just,
already remade, and the remake they did is
yeah,
really
it's
good.
really good. Like
really
leave
good.
it alone.
I
You
didn't
can't-
like the first one as much. I've seen it.
Right.
I don't tend to like movies from that era as much. I have a harder
Right.
time just kind of staying focused in
Yeah.
them. I mean, they're just a
It
different
it
style.
ends. I have the poster on my
Yeah,
wall right there.
I do.
It ends completely different.
That's the one where they shut the power off to get in.
They shut
right?
the power off to get in,
Yeah.
and it ends. It's like a dark comedy ending. So I'm going to spoil the original Ocean's 11 for you. So if you don't want to know the
Statute of
spoilers,
limitations is up.
statute of limitations on this 50, 60-year-old movie.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear the original ending, turn it off. Okay. Ocean's 11, the original one ends very cool. They hide all their money in the so they don't want to get caught. If I'm not mistaken, it could be wrong for all of you who are out there, the aficionados of this movie. They do rob the casino. They get all the money. One of them dies doing it. Like there's
Really?
someone who dies. I think he dies from natural causes. Maybe he's shot by it, but he dies. They put the money in his casket. Or they put all the millions of dollars in his casket.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, "Oh, we will go after they bury him." Because they were looking for him, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, "Oh," no. So they hid it inside the casket. They were going to bury, I think, and they were going to dig him up. after he was, sent in the ground, and then they'd pull all the money out. And then as they're sitting there at the funeral, they go, yeah, per his will, he's being cremated. And so they watch the casket go in, and all the money burns up with their buddy.
No way.
Oh, man, that's heavy.
And they all walk out just with their hands in their pockets and like, just another day.
Love it.
So anyway, but
then you had the one with all of these big stars, and it was really good. I even like the sequels to it, Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13.
Yeah,
but
Clooney and Pitt and all those guys are great.
Man, they were great.
Right.
I don't see how this new one has that same kind of magic.
Well, and that's the same thing. And Ghostbusters may surprise all of us and be really good, but the trailers don't speak well.
And I'll say this just so we're, so Emma Watson and he for she doesn't get mad at us, and put us on blast. If you try to go back and make Pretty in Pink with with an all male cast,
right,
I would have the same amount of outrage.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because it's just...
I don't have strong feelings about Pretty in Pink, but I'm sure if I did, then I would.
The optional male cast Pretty in Pink, I do.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just saying it would be so strange, and everyone would,
I mean, do you think it's a case of them trying to get more head roles for women because some of the women's movies that have come out recently have not done as well? I have no idea.
Who knows? I mean, if I'm being honest right now, and you guys know that I'm the one of the most like cynical people that with this kind of stuff because I get really upset about it. But I go, no, I think it's all a ploy. I think it's just like it's one of those things like, hey, like we want to get on the train of like, hey, equality amongst all genders, races, everything, and so we're going to take this movie,
which is great in spirit,
which is great. It's great. It's awesome. But just when they pick and choose,
don't force it though.
Yeah, don't pick and choose because they picked that movie. Somebody knew it was going to piss most people off, especially nerds, especially people who follow it and whatever.
Who
they
love
know.
it the most.
It's gonna piss off nerds.
It isn't even about the fact that it's women. I mean, you see the Jumanji is being remade with other people,
right?
with some of our favorite people, and we still think it's going to be terrible.
It's all of these remakes, and you go, man, the remakes are great. You know what I would love to see other than remakes? And like reboots, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see like long-term sequels. You know what I'm saying? Like this was Jumanji 2. Somehow like it still ties into
like, I don't know, maybe a Star Wars movie. Star Wars did that pretty well.
Right. Or like if you do a Ghostbusters with these women, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they will. Maybe they will. But it just feels like, hey, we don't need to reboot a franchise and be like, hey, those old Ghostbusters, like those aren't the cool Ghostbusters.
These aren't your grandpa's Ghostbusters anymore.